on AEW Dynamite.
Nope, hold on, guys. Here's our 10 minutes of AEW talk.
Mark Henry was trying to talk about why he was coming to AEW, and then Vicky Guerrero started, as a word Matt uses with the Bellas, honking, interrupting the segment, and introduced Andrade, and nobody in the crowd reacted, and there was no music, and I was confused as what the hell was going on. But Andrade is in AEW, made his debut, which I actually am excited about. I think he is a great fit. I think that when he got let go from WWE, I feel like that it felt like the obvious answer. And I know it's easy to be like, well, everybody's gonna go to AEW, but I think that is a great pickup for AEW. Now let's go. Do you guys like, before we get to any of the rumor and innuendo, as it will, around him, do you guys like the signing, Ryan?
Yeah. I mean, they have a big roster gap now that Leo Rush is no longer with them. I think he can fill that roster gap well.
Mark.
Yeah, I think, I mean, if you look at the track record, like with what they did with Christian Cage and Miro, I think he's going to do good things, good and great things in AEW. Actually, no, I'm really excited to have him over there for real.
Matt.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I think it's a good signing.
Tim.
Is he going to be on AEW Dark commentary?
Probably. He'll be one of the 14 guys on commentary. Tim.
I think this is an absolute slam dunk win for AEW. Andrade is a star that they need, especially for the Latin demographic. Like, yes, Penta is great, and so is Rey Fenix, but Andrade is just a different kind of animal. That's a grown man doing grown man shit.
Agreed. Now there was a report that came out, I think it was from Wrestling Inc. Last week and early this week, that said that part of the negotiation to get Andrade in AEW was that he wanted creative control, which, you know, we've heard over the years with like the end of Bret Hart's deal in WWE. That has since been debunked. I think it was PW Insider Wrestling Inc. then retracted their prior report that it wasn't, you know, everything goes through Tony Khan. So like I think it's kind of a bummer that the early part of his entry into AEW was what was really kind of a dud of a segment. Charlie says happy for Andrade. The segment was horrible. Yeah, it just, I feel like a lot of their debut segments just don't go over as well as they want them to. This was another one. So like, I hope that whatever his first feud is, and we'll talk about that, but you had that, and then you had these what turned out to be false reports, and unfortunately the false report tends to get aired more than the retraction. So I don't know if like a lot of people had seen that like it wasn't actually a thing. I was personally I was kind of surprised that he would have had the demand of creative control, because it's something you don't really hear about a lot with a lot of superstars. But you know, I just the introduction, the way it was pulled off, it was kind of a bummer, I think, because somebody of his star level and what I think could be the impact on that roster that he should have, it fell flat.
Jim, it wasn't a false report. I'm not sure where you got that information, but for it to be a false report, AEW would have to have a creative team and have creative storylines. So without that, there's no need to have creative control. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't have great hopes for this, unfortunately. I think it's a matter of months before they bring back somebody really old, like, I don't know, Psycho Sid, and weigh Andrade down with Psycho Sid, like they've done Darby Allin and Sting. So that's what will happen. It's going to be a real disappointment, unfortunately.
The same Sting who was Jim's Wrestler of the Week the other week.
That's Sting.
That's
But did you see Sting? He took his shirt off and he jumped off a stack of fake poker chips.
I fell down the steps once.
I mean, I love Sting with all my heart.
You don't see me on fucking TV.
That's right. I think you're being I think you're being just a little bit cynical.
That did happen.
I think you're being a little bit cynical with Andrade and what they're going to do with him. I don't think he's going to pan out immediately, because I don't think there's anyone that they've brought in that wasn't Cody Rhodes or anyone like one of the EVPs that panned out immediately. But Miro's found his stride since coming to AEW. I'm trying to think of another WWE guy who has found his
Jericho.
stride. No, because he was in from the beginning.
Moxley.
Mox. Like, Mox was...
Mox is fair.
He wasn't like...
Mox is on a different level, though.
that was like a fucking layup, though.
It was, but even then, there was still a little bit of, like, floundering struggles with, like, not making him Dean Ambrose and letting him be John Moxley, because he still had, at the beginning, there was still, like, the Dean Ambrose stink
Sure,
at the beginning,
like him coming out of the crowd.
which he still does, but
Oh,
it's...
does he?
Yeah. You know?
It's much better now, though. It's not like forcefully come down. And again, it's the setup of Daly's place, but I like it much better that it comes like from the side, and it
Right,
seems
but they're
more.
less than a month from going back to arenas, where he'll just come down arena stairs.
That is correct.
Yeah. But it's going to be much... Actually, I don't know if he will come down arena stairs.
Why wouldn't he?
Just because you have crowds, do you really want to test the science that hard that you're going to
He
have?
does.
He
Today
literally
it tests the
drank. He
science.
literally took a beer from a fan and drank it at.
Well, John Moxley has a death wish. Have you not?
Double or
Have you not
Nothing.
seen him?
So
He
He was
competed
in
in
an
a.
exploding match.
He was in an exploding ring barbed wire death match. Don't quote that. That was the name of the match.
Did
Yeah,
you see
it's
Onita say today he wants to bring an actual exploding death match and FMW to the United States, and he's
Yeah.
put a bunch of feelers out?
It's called.
Very exciting.
So they've already.
That's
It's been
cool,
in
bro.
the. It's been in the works for a while. It's I think it's proposed to be called FMWE.
Okay.
Cool. Twinkle
And
toes finger bang. Cool.
Onita and John Moxley, because I think that's part of the reason why Mox is using Wild Thing. I think they're setting up Onita versus Mox in an exploding ring match, which is going to be
Sign me
amazing.
up.
Sign me up too. I don't even like that ghoul shit, and sign me up for it.
Are they gonna have double the sparklers this time, or what?
Jim, it's not. Oh, God damn it.
I mean, what did George W. Bush say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice.
You ain't
I
go
won't
fool
get
me
fooled
again. You ain't go fool
I'll
me
get
again.
fooled again. Yep.
I love that. Is
That's
my
what I'm saying.
favorite. That is my favorite George Bush quote.
It's probably the best one. It's got to
That's
be
what I'm
Soundbite.
saying.
that would be a good soundbite. But to Andrade in AEW, what do you think? If you were writing the show, who would be his first feud? And then who do you think will actually be his first feud? And why is it somebody on AEW Dark?
If I'm writing it, I'm putting him against the Death Triangle,
Okay.
because immediately you're gonna think that he's gonna connect with Penta and Rey Fenix, and they're gonna turn on him, which leads to Pac and Andrade, and then Andrade's got to beat Rey and beat Penta to get to Pac. Who I think they're gonna put him against. Is he gonna be a heel or is he gonna be a face? Oh wait, none of that matters in AEW because there are no heels and faces. So, I bet you he goes against the 3-star general Cody Rhodes. Cody needs something to do. He's already fought QT Marshall and nobody cared. He just beat up Anthony Ogogo and no one cared. So now he's going to fight the new shiny thing to prove he can wrestle.
Yeah, but he has an announcement tomorrow night. So
Can you also like clip a quick "We Got the Beat" for when we talk about Anthony Ogogo?
We got the beat.
Vacation's all I ever
That's all
wanted.
I want. Just a real quick little.
We got it.
When are we ever going to talk about him again?
He's still contracted, no?
Yeah, I'm here
Yeah.
for Anthony Ogogo so
I
bad.
mean, I am
Like,
too,
I
but
want,
I mean,
I want big things for Ogogo. I want you to wake me up when he a go-go.
I wanted him to beat the 7-star general Cody Rhodes, but fortunately, that
3-star general, man. He's so good.
Oof.
Cody Rhodes. You know what? I'm really looking forward to that first Dynamite with live crowds, so that he could make WrestleMania
2 weeks
30
ago.
No. I'm talking about like the stadium show,
first
or
arena
the
show.
arena show,
The
first
Miami,
arena show,
I think.
where he literally uses the entire pyro budget 4 times. In
100%.
Oh,
And it'll still be those little
sparklers. He's gonna have the
one
Dudley Boys
pop-
streamers that
one
shoot
pop
in.
Always like them.
He's gonna have
those
those.
fun.
He's gonna have Kane fire and Undertaker fire. He's gonna have the Brock Lesnar corner pyro.
He's gonna have a sledgehammer because has
He's
a
gonna
Triple
break
H
the
top
throne
line
again. He's gonna build the throne.
because he wants Daddy to see him.
That's
Yeah,
right.
the whole thing.
Well, our AEW segment became a WWE segment real quick.
Sure did.
It's not
mean,
a
because
WWE
did
segment.
that comment.
It's a.
Did.
Shit on Cody.
I'm dunking on Cody.
Sure did.
I literally
was-
just said I love Anthony Ogogo.
Anybody else? Who would you have? Who would you have Andrade against first?
I would have Andrade wrestle with Jungle Jack Perry. And the reason I say that is I think he needs to be with gentlemen of smaller stature. If you look at Andrade's matches in the
Statue?
WWE,
Stature? Thank you.
statue, whatever. It's fucking getting late. Fuck you. Look, you guys are even lucky I'm still doing this stupid shit. Jungle Jack Perry. Fuck, I gotta start all over again. So I'd have him wrestle Jungle Jack Perry.
Her.
So, his stature is smaller, and
He has a small statue.
he's smaller, and he
He's
can
a
handle
small
him well.
stature.
And I think Andrade's best match in the WWE umbrella was with Johnny Gargano at Takeover Philadelphia. So recreate that with the Jungle Kid.
Her.
Matt, Mark.
Orange Cassidy.
Oh, I like that.
Now you're
I like
talking.
that. I like that.
That's good.
Now you're talking. I like that a lot. I was thinking the bastard Pac.
Pac could be a fun match for sure.
For a bastard.
I mean, I honestly figure they're gonna put him with just somebody random and dumb and pointless.
Oh wait, that was what I would book. What I think will happen is he will tag team with Peter Avalon against the Varsity Blondes.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually probably extremely
He's
accurate.
gonna join the Hollywood Hunks, or what are they called?
Um,
the
Bear
group,
Country.
it's Cesar Bonani, not Dolph Ziggler, and Peter Avalon are a group. No, you know who not Dolph Ziggler is.
Oh yeah, it's Dolph
His
Ziggler's
brother.
brother, right?
Not Dolph Ziggler. Yeah,
He wears Dolph's hand-me-down gear from his run with AJ
yeah.
Lee.
It's not Dolph. It's the Hollywood Hunk, not Dolph Ziggler. That's his name.
By the way, couldn't sleep last night, so I threw on some old. I started with WWE Money in the Bank season 1, episode 1, and then today I was on season 3, episode 1, and AJ Lee was the special referee between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. She was adorable as a referee, by the way. It was super cute. I would book Andrade against not Rusev, Miro. Get him in that TV title picture. He shouldn't be going for the big title, but I would make him feel important right away. Get that TV title action, boss.
So literally all I could think of when Jim was trying to talk about AJ Lee, I just put the Imperium music on in the background in my head. It's like I was watching AJ Lee, and man, she looked adorable. She was absolutely cute. I have come to conquer you, little girl.
A great thing.
Where you at, AJ?
This guy is sauced.
Yo,
I've literally been drinking since about 5 o'clock today.
Awesome.
this is the time that he's going to tell us how AJ Styles stayed at his house once. Where you at, AJ?
Wrong AJ.
Oh, AJ. All right.
Man.
I love AJ Styles.
Any other thoughts on Andrade in AEW?
Depending on how well this goes, I would be very careful if WWE doesn't lose Charlotte in like a year and a half.
No way in
No.
hell.
No.
All right, let's timestamp it. June 10th,
Awesome.
2021. I said 18 months. So
There is
December 22.
0.0%
Okay.
chance right there.
Okay.
0.0.
Charlie says, what's AEW going to do is have Taz try to recruit him and have another feud with Team.
Taz's Maniacs, baby. Yeah.
Why not?
What's the
yeah.
deal with Hook?
Yo, Hook is great.
What is it?
It's Taz's son.
Is that really?
That's
Wait,
shoot
seriously?
Taz's
Taz's
son.
kid?
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I
And he
didn't
named
know
him
that.
fucking Hook.
Yeah. No. His name
Oh, so
is
it's not his shoot name.
No, Hook is because he's from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn.
What
So
the hell is
it's
Taz?
Hook. Taz's
It's,
name
Peter
is Pete
Senercha.
Senercha. Yeah. His son's
He goes,
name.
Hook Senercha.
No.
Hey, this is my son, Hook Sriracha.
Gabagool. Hook, Gabagool, Sriracha.
Hello,
right.
hello.
Tyler. Hook's name is Tyler Senercha.
Ah, I learned something tonight on
Yeah.
the podcast.
No shit.
So are you in?
That doesn't
Are you
happen
in?
very
Are you
often.
in on the Hook bandwagon now?
No, I
Why
still don't
not?
like it.
Oh come on!
I like it better than John Cohn's kid, though.
That's not
Who?
true.
You'd like it better if Nicholas's name was like Hook.
Ladder,
Hook and Ladder.
Axe. I don't fucking know. There was already an axe. Can't do axe.
Yeah, I'm with Charlie on this, and they're not. I mean,
This show's stupid.
Charlotte's not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right. Let's
Awesome.
Jim, real talk. What's
yeah.
a better chance in 18 months? Charlotte going to AEW or AEW doesn't exist?
Ooh.
People said that when Ric Flair left WCW to go to WWF. Mind you.
Right. And what show are we talking about for the bulk of this podcast?
It-
I get it wasn't 18 months.
Out of those two options, Ryan, I guess I would have to say Charlotte and AEW.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
AEW is not going away in 18 months. I
Okay.
mean, Tony's got to have something to play with. I mean,
He's got Everton Football Club, right? Or whatever he's got. What's
Sure.
that football team? Is it Everton?
That's a year and a half. The Jags start turning things around. Daddy starts caring about football a little bit more. Tightens the purse strings on old Sonny kid.
Possibly, I guess, but
When Team Tebow fails as a tight end, we could bring him to E AEW.
Tebow's not failing.
The Jaguars are doing better and they're making more money. Why is he tightening the purse
he wouldn't
strings?
tighten the budget.
To Matt, your fucking logic doesn't make sense.